Today we are going to look about the career of a marine engineering. When the storm strikes, the world above trembles, but deep within the ship's steel heart, a few stand alone against the ocean fury. Down here, there is no sunlight, no applause, only the roar of engines, the hiss of the steam, and the hum of the fear. The walls creak like they are alive, the air taste of iron and oil. One wrong decision, one missed sound, and this metal labyrinth can turn from home to coffin. The marine engineers, the men and the women who tame the chaos, command the steel, breathe life into giants. Now, let's take a look at the global impact which the marine engineers create. The marine engineers are the unseen lifeblood of the global trade and the human connection. From the ports to the distant continents, from oil tankers to research vessels, marine engineers ensure that the world moves, learns, and survives. Without them, the commerce stalls, the supplies falter, and the isolation grows. They are the silent architect of the human progress. Now, let's look at the life's challenges and the storms at sea. Life at sea is not always serene. The storm rages without mercy. The engine screams under pressure, and the sleep becomes a distant memory. Every decision, every adjustment, and every command carries weight. Sometimes the weight of life themselves. Now let's talk about who should choose the marine engineering course. The marine engineering isn't just about the career choice, it's about the lifestyle decision. The people who love machines, if you are naturally curious about the engines, the mechanics, and how things work under the hood, if you have ever opened a machine not to fix it but to understand it, you already think like a marine engineer. The next type of people are the problem solvers under the pressure. At sea, there is no quick help, no service centers, no second chances. When an engine fails in the middle of the ocean, you are the solution. And then the physically and the mentally strong individuals. Long working hours, harsh weather conditions, and emergency situations. This job doesn't just test your knowledge, it tests your endurance. Now, let's take the education, qualification, and the expertise a marine engineer should possess. Becoming a marine engineer begins long after boarding the first ship. It is a journey of knowledge, discipline, and relentless curiosity. It starts with education, strong in foundations in physics, mathematics, and engineering principles. The qualifications are the gateway. The degrees in marine engineering, naval architecture, or mechanical engineering, accompanied by the certifications, sea time training, and safety qualification that validate the skill and readiness. The next topic which we are going to look into is the hierarchy in marine engineering. One ship, deep inside the engine room, there is a hierarchy that keeps everything alive. Every marine engineer on board has a rank, a role, and a line they cannot cross. Let's go from the bottom to the top. Level 1, the trainee or the junior engineer, and this is where all begins. They don't give orders, they follow them. The long hours, the dirty hands, learning every valve, every pipe, every sound. They are not here to lead, they are here to survive and learn. Level 2, the fourth engineer. Now the responsibility begins. They handle the fuel systems, lubrication, the basic machinery operations. They are still learning, but now the mistakes have consequences. Level 3, the third engineer, the backbone of daily operations. They manage boilers, water systems, auxiliary engines, and this is where the pressure builds. They are no longer the beginners, they are expected to perform. Level 4, The second engineer, the real power behind the engine room. They don't just work, they manage the maintenance schedules, the crew supervisions, the engine performance. If something goes wrong, they fix it. The level 5 is the chief engineer. And at the top, there is a chief engineer, the highest authority in the engine department. They don't just run machines, they run the entire system, and every decision, every risk, and every failure falls on them.
Now, let's take a look at the salaries and opportunities for marine engineering.
The top 5 countries where the marine engineers earn the highest salary. At number 5, in India, a junior engineer gets paid about 6 to 12 lakhs per annum. For the mid-level, it's 15 to 30 lakhs. And senior, it's about 40 to 80 lakh per annum. But here's the twist. Many Indian marine engineers don't stay limited to India. They use it as a launchpad to earn globally. At 4th position, it's United Kingdom, a country with a strong maritime legacy and structured career growth. Here, the junior level gets about 25k to 40k pounds per annum. For mid-level, it's 45k to 70k pounds. And for senior, it is 80k plus pounds. A stable income, high standard, but taxes can take a bite. At number 3, it's Canada. Canada, where the opportunity meets the quality of life. Here, the junior level gets about 55k to 75k Canadian dollars. The mid-level person gets about 80k to 110k Canadian dollars. And for senior, it's 120k plus Canadian dollars. At number 2, it's United States, one of the highest paying countries with massive shipping and naval industries. A junior here gets about 60k to 80k US dollars. A mid-level person gets about 90k to 130k US dollars, and a senior it's about 150k plus US dollars. High risk, high responsibility, but the rewards massive. At number 1, it's Norway, a global leader in maritime and offshore engineering, known for one thing: top tier salaries. A junior in Norway gets about 600k to 800k Norwegian krone. A mid-level person gets about 900k to 1.2 million Norwegian krone. A senior gets about 1.3 million plus Norwegian krone. Add tax benefit for seafarers, world-class working conditions, and you are looking at one of the best careers on water.
And now, the path lies before you. Study, train, explore, embark on the extraordinary voyage. Step forward and let your journey begin.